Hi there, I'm Jack Van Ryn, Mayor of the Town of Coaldale. I will be giving you a council brief from our regular council meeting that was held November the 14th, 2023. And the first item that came up on the business side of the agenda was under agenda item 4.1, delegation by appointment. We had a citizen member that lives in Cottonwood by the name of Dean Stepnick that came and presented to council regarding empty lots in Cottonwood, and the fact that some of the lots are unkept during the summer months. In other words, like weeds, grass, garbage that's left on the lots, pre or post construction materials. And we have a significant amount of empty lots, not only in Cottonwood, but throughout the town of Coaldale, that we have this same problem with. And I really have to say thank you to Dean for coming to speak on this, because it's something that irritates not only Dean or myself, but all the council with our current bylaw when it comes to unsightly premises. So when someone lodges a complaint, to the time where something is actually done can take weeks. And a good example is that Dean explained is that there's an empty lot next to where he lives, and the weeds were getting so tall that he lodged a complaint. He went away on holidays. He came back and the weeds were just as high as his fence, if not higher. And for him to have to come home every day and look at that is very unfortunate. And the way the bylaw is written right now, by the time you go give a verbal warning to the property owner, then you have to write a letter, and then you have to do a follow-up, and then by the time you take action by bringing in a private contractor to clean the space up, that can take several weeks. And council passed a motion to have administration look into how we can deal with circumstances such as that in a quicker fashion. So it's not only to do with weeds and garbage left on the empty lots. It also has to do in the wintertime when we get snowfall, that those lot owners, they should be going and shoveling the snow in front of those empty lots. In a lot of cases, that's not happening. So thank you, Dean, for coming and presenting to town. He had a really good PowerPoint presentation, and we are going to look at making change for that. So moving on from there, under business arising from the minutes, agenda item 6.1, we had our Director of Recreation and Community Services, Russ Tanner, give us an update on the Southern Alberta Summer Games that are taking place in Coaldale from July 3rd to July 6th, 2024. And he did a really good job on his PowerPoint. And at the end of the day, one thing that I can say right now that we're in need of, and that is volunteers. We need volunteers that are willing to take on so many different aspects of the summer games. So what I'm going to do as part of the comment section, I'll have the agenda package for our entire council meeting. So I invite you to take a look at the PowerPoint presentation that Russ showed council at our meeting. And there's, excuse me, there's different aspects for the summer games that we need volunteers for. So all kinds of opportunity there. So make sure that you look into that further. Then we had under bylaws and policy agenda item 7.1, a land use bylaw amendment. And we had our Director of Growth Investment, Cameron Mills, present on that. And that was regarding since the town of Coaldale continues to grow, so does the demand for local accessible childcare options. And currently the town of Coaldale land use bylaw does not provide for the use childcare facility within the highway commercial C2 area. So a good example is where the RCMP building is. There's available lots there and along the entire highway corridor. We call that the highway commercial area. Childcare, as it's is stated now, is not allowed in that area. So we passed first reading on a proposal to allow childcare in those areas I just described. So we're going to have a public hearing on November the 27th at our regular council meeting. And that way people will have an opportunity to come and speak in favor or against adding childcare to highway commercial C2 and also in industry I and light industry I2. After that, we had under new business, we had our asset manager, Tim Koba, do a presentation on what we would call as a service request management. And Tim basically explained the way that requests come into the town of Coaldale, that the current software that we use for that, that was implemented in 2017, and we are updating that so that it'll streamline requests that come to people that email us, people that phone us, people that come to the front counter asking for a service request or service delivery. And this will streamline it in the sense that if somebody takes the information at the counter and somebody follows up, they can find the information easily instead of trying to go through emails or handwritten notes requests for anything to do with requests of the town of Coaldale. So Tim did a great job on explaining how that's going to work, and currently some of our staff are training on the new system as we speak. So this was an update by Tim on what the town is doing to speed up inquiries or requests of the town of Coaldale. After that, we had a request by the Lethbridge County for a letter of support regarding a ACP grant. And the ACP grant is regarding passing a resolution to support the Lethbridge County on behalf of the Regional Wastewater Commission for their application under the Alberta Community Partnership Program for the Regional Solid Waste Study Project that they are embarking on. So they're looking for granting opportunities from the province, and in order to help with their grant application, they need letters of support from their regional partners. So we passed a motion to support the request. And then we also had a request from Dustin Yankee. He's our manager of infrastructure, for a grant that the town of Coaldale is applying for. And so we had to have a discussion around council support. This is to do with the new potable water reservoir we're going to be building west of Coaldale. And the council direction that we gave our administration back in November of 2022 was that council direct administration to submit a funding application under the Alberta Water-Wastewater Partnership program for the town of Coaldale's potable water reservoir and pump station project, and that council commit its proportionate share of funding for this crucial piece of infrastructure. So this is a project that we have on the docket to start here in 2024. And again, for our granting applications, we need letters of support, including from our own council. So council passed a motion to supply that letter. And then we had under departmental reports, agenda item 9.1, we had our Chief Financial Officer and Deputy CAO Kyle Beauchamp present on a financial update for Q3 up until the end of September 30th. And Kyle and his team put together a very comprehensive PowerPoint presentation with lots and lots of information. So whenever it comes to financials, I know just enough to be dangerous, so I'm not even going to try to explain everything that Kyle presented to council. So again, I'll have in the comment section the link to our agenda, and I invite you to go down to agenda item 9.1. And the iCompass platform that we use is very easy to navigate. So you go to the agenda item, there'll be a blue link. You just click on that, it'll take you to our staff report that explains what was discussed at council. And then we had some correspondence, we had information items, and that was the end of the open portion of our meeting. And then we went into closed session after that. So again, make sure you look in the comment section for the agenda package link. It'll give you more information. And other than that, if you have any questions, my contact information will be at the end of this video clip. Reach out to me. I'll have my phone number, my email address. If you see me on the street, stop me. We'll have a conversation. We can go for a coffee. And the same thing goes for other members of council. We're always available. We look forward to hearing from our residents with any cares, concerns. You can talk to us about anything and everything. And other than that, make sure you take a look at this. Once you look at this video, to like it, share it. I appreciate if you leave a comment because it takes a little bit of work to putting this together. And that's it. So for our November 14th regular council meeting, that's everything that we talked about. Again, if I see you on the street, I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you stop me, say hi. And other than that, make sure you have a good week. You take care. Bye-bye.